So again, keeping in mind that the overall objective of this week is to get you used to your elimination process. You're watching this video because after I looked at your work, I realized you made some small mistakes on the ending portion of it. You did prove that you knew how to make the x terms cancel, but you just slipped up a bit from the switch step. So what we're going to do is look at 3 questions together, then go to MathXL and try to help you get past your errors. So again, these 3 questions are just to kind of make sure you remember, or that you focus on what it is you did wrong. As I said, most of you knew how to make your x's match, so I wasn't going to put you through that for this video, just like MathXL is not going to put you through that. Your job, though, is to take this question, switch the bottom row, and finish it off. So again, when you switch the bottom row, you have to be sure that you switch everything on the bottom. Again, the top 3x is positive, 2y positive, 22 positive, but here you need to switch all 3. This 3x is positive, you have to make sure you make it negative. This y is negative, we have to make sure we make it positive. This 7 is positive, we have to make sure we make it negative. Once we do that, everything is easy. Those x's cancel out. 2y and y make 3y. 22 minus 7 makes 15. And of course, from there, you simply divide by 3, and y is equal to 5. So again, the issue is making sure you switch all 3. I saw a lot of you who only switched 1 or messed up somewhere in between there. Just again, make sure you switch all 3 of those signs. That way you don't make the mistake of not having what you need at the very end, because that's usually where you end up with the decimal. Again, problem 2, we have our x's already where we want. This is what I know you know how to get to, but we have to know how to switch. So again, the first part will stay the same. The second one is going to switch. That's going to become a negative 4x. This is going to become a negative 2y and a negative 14. You then add it up. Those go away. That makes negative 7y, negative 5, and negative 2 make negative 7y. 7 minus 14 makes negative 7. I then usually switch it around whenever I have a negative variable, and then dividing by 7 I find out that y is equal to 1. That is all that there is. Okay, so again, switch carefully and then work it out after that. So if anything, my advice for you on this assignment today, actually on your assignment for when you take the quiz on Friday, is to make sure you take your time on this step, because if you messed up on it yesterday, the chances are you might actually end up messing up on that in the quiz as well. So this is what it's going to look like on the quiz. It's just going to say find y. It's going to give you an equation where your x's match and everything else does not. And so again, what you're going to have to do is take your piece of paper, write this out as is, and then the second one should be switched over. That is a negative 3x, that should become a positive 4y, and this should become a positive 1. Once I do that, simply take those 2, they cancel out. I get 6y is equal to 6. I divide by 6, divide by 6, find out that y is 1, and that is what would go into your answer box. And as long as you do it right, everything else should take care of itself. So please take a moment now and go to MathXL and work on the assignment, Chapter 3, Switch and Finish. Again, there's a few questions there just to make sure you've got that down, and when you get that assignment done, let me know so I can tell you where you should go from there. But as I said, other than that, this day is just to try to help you get caught up on what's going on. I hope that this helped, and I hope that you are willing to ask a few more questions today to try to help us, me and Miss Janazo or whoever is in your room at the time, to get this information so you can do it right. Good luck.